Yes, welcome back out here to Bigv Awards Night here, and I'll tell you what, let's join with the Sunbury Jets YL2W women team, and of course they won the championship in 2 games over the Blackburn Vikings, which was here on Smash FM, of course, in that series, and of course we've got 2 very special guests here joining us right now to tell us all about it. Thanks both for joining us.
No worries.
No worries.
Well, I'll get both of you to introduce yourselves and tell us a bit about the championship series with Blackburn.
Well, I'm Emily Achter, play for Sunbury Jets, obviously. It was a tough series. It was, I don't know. Yeah.
My name's Erin Pearce. As Em said, it was a really tough series. Even though it was won in 2 games, especially game 2, it was a really tough game. Like, it did take us like the entire 40 minutes to get the job done. So yeah, it was tough.
You mentioned that the game 2 was the toughest, and obviously I saw that in action there at the Hangars. But I guess, were you surprised the way game 1 was sort of easy in some ways?
I wouldn't say that it was easy. It was just that I think Blackburn didn't really come out like the way that they probably would have liked to, and we just took advantage of that.
Yeah, I don't really think the score kind of reflected the game. I know, like, I sat on the bench and, like, it didn't seem that we were that far out ahead. Like, you look at the scoreboard and it was kind of like a shock that we're actually that far ahead. So yeah, I don't really think the score actually reflected the game. I think we shot really well. Our percentage was a lot better than we actually like, which is always good for a final. So yeah.
Now, one thing I actually didn't mention to both of you when I interviewed both of you after the game was the Southern Peninsula series, because I think Southern Pen pushed you to the limit to those 3 games after winning game 1 pretty easily down there. Very similar situation. Was there any talk at all going into game 2? What happened in game 2 of the your series against the Sharks?
There was. It got discussed that we did win by 20 points and then we lost. We didn't really want to do the same thing again in the grand final series. I think we looked at the way we played the first game and just tried to change that just slightly, just so that we kept Blackburn on their toes for that second game. No, the second Blackburn game.
Oh.
And yeah, I think that worked for us. We tried some different things that we wouldn't usually do, which helped us.
How good now? It's now been about a month since that game 2 win and winning the championship. Has it now? I know I asked this question straight after the game. It's probably not the best time to ask this question at the time, but I'm going to ask it now. Has the championship sunk in now a month after winning it?
I think it has. We had lots of celebrations, and yeah, it was good. It was a good feeling.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree. We've had a big month with presentations and celebrations and that type of thing. So yeah, I reckon it's definitely hit home now that we did win it. Yeah. 3
final ones before I let all 3 go, both of you go and obviously enjoy the night. Firstly, tell us a bit about your coach, Andrew, because I think he's one of the best coaches I've seen in youth league, and definitely knows how to, motivate the team, especially throughout the season, which some games in Youth League 2 women can get a bit of a blowout at times.
Besides, he's the head of our team. I don't think we would know what to do without him. He's good for our guidance. He puts us in the right direction, and yeah, he's all up good coach. So.
Yeah. I pretty much agree with them. Just wanted to add that, like, the process from round 1 was the same the whole way through till that grand final win. So I think it was really good. We set out what we wanted to do, what we wanted to accomplish, and it was just a matter of going out and following the processes that were put in place. So way back in probably the pre-season even. So yeah.
Now, 2 final ones. We'll finish off with light-hearted questions, which I didn't ask in the grand final, which I'm going to now. Firstly, who had the most embarrassing moments on the court this season, and what was it? Or the funniest moment, I should say.
I don't know. I mean, you had a really nice face plant in one of the games.
Against Western Port. Yeah, I remember that one.